All right, this is level 4 proofs. What is this figure that we've got here? A sphere. And what piece of information were we given? The diameter. Now to solve a sphere, we don't necessarily use the diameter, but we use something related to the diameter. When it says that the diameter is 7, that means that this distance here is 7. We don't need the diameter. What do we need? The radius. So the radius is going to be half of the diameter. So what are we going to say the radius equals?
7 over 2.
We say 7 over 2, because if we said 3.5, our math would be more difficult to do. So we prefer this format for the radius if it's an odd number. Okay. So we're going to prove that the volume equals 343 pi over 6. Raise your hand if you think that's kind of an intimidating looking number. Then you will be surprised how easy this problem is. Cool. All right, the volume is 4 over 3 pi times the radius cubed, right?
Yeah.
So I rewrite it as 4 pi over 3 times the radius, which was 7 over 2. How many times will I be multiplying that number? 3 times, right? 7 over 2 times 7 over 2 times 7 over 2. What can I reduce?
The 4 and the 2.
The 4 and 2 of the 2's, right? Okay, so I'm left with 7 times 7 times 7. So 7 times 7, of course, is 49. 49 times 7, anybody? If it was 50, it would be 350, right?
Yeah.
It's 1 7 less than 350. 343. Anybody for that strategy? I like that one. All right. So it's 343 pi over 3 times 2. What's 3 times 2? 6.
6.
So the answer is 343 pi over 6. Was that what we were trying to get?
Yeah.
Yep. So it wasn't really as hard as it seemed. It's really just find the radius and plug in. Okay? So this one shouldn't be too bad. What is our given statement? Diameter equals 7. Okay, diameter equals 7. We say given. All right? We're trying to find the radius based on the diameter. And we know that the radius is equal to the diameter divided by what? 2. So we can just call that the definition of the radius, because that's the definition of radius. It's half of the diameter. And of course, if the diameter is 7, we can rewrite this as r equals 7 over 2. What did I do? Let's replace. Substitution, of course. All right. Do I have to resolve this, or can I just leave it like this? Should I change it, or should I keep it?
Change it.
Change it to what? Isn't this exactly what we wanted to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to leave it there. All right, so now we're going to set up for our volume. The volume formula is going to be volume equals 4 over 3 pi times the radius what? Cubed. Cubed because, of course, volume is 3-dimensional. All right, so once we've got this, what are we going to call this formula? It's a sphere, and we're finding the volume, so we're going to call it what? Sphere volume formula. All right, so now it's just a plug-in. V equals 4 pi over 3 times the radius to the third, so I just wrote 7 over 2 times 7 over 2 times 7 over 2. What did I do to turn this into this? Substitution. And then I do all my math, combine, reduce, blah, blah, blah. I end up saying the volume equals, that cancels, I get 343 pi over 6. I did all my math. What do I call it when I do my math? Indus. So what started out intimidating turns out to be a fairly simple problem. Okay. We'll do one more. I'll let you guys choose cone or pyramid, your choice.